Alright, so fix my hair a bit so I'm not ugly looking. Hello? I don't know if I can be thing, but let's change. Hold on. I can change it here, can't I? Alrighty. Let's launch the game.
Dangan Ronpa.
Yes, we have to go through this whole thing. I hope people can actually hear me. Awkwardly sits here and watches this. We have to go through this whole thing. I can't skip it. Try. All of a sudden it's louder. I don't know why. I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, I should probably have this a little lower so that it's not. Alright.
Dangan Ronpa.
Now I wait. So how was everybody's Christmas? Nobody's gonna answer me. It's fine. Because I have nobody watching. How many empty spots do we have? 30. Okay, that's cool. Just waiting for people to show up. Always the most awkward time. team of students having funky mental breakdowns. Yeah. I did drop the link. What the hell? Oh, it's because I typed it out, that's why. Oh, man. Oh, I like how I can scroll and use the keyboard if I want to. I guess we're just waiting on Kin now. Oh. I keep forgetting that the, like, volume control is, like, here, and so it hits the table, and it gets very loud, and I'm like, ah, what the hell? I still don't know why I didn't just drop the link. I don't know. I can't do shit. Alright, I guess I'll just start. I forget how to go back. I don't know why I'm doing this. No. Back. Stop. How do I get out of here? Yeah. Alright.
Dangan Ronpa.
I forget how to get back. I forget how to do anything. No. Oh my god. That's not what I wanted. R. Okay. Alright. Here we go. We We really can't do anything else right now. So we're going to the fancy.
Yo!
Here, I'll ping Kin. Alright, you're late, Makoto. We've been waiting for... I don't know, can you guys hear me? This stream. Kate forgets how to stream. Can you guys hear me? At least? Like, am I too loud, or is the music too loud? I don't want the music to be too loud. I'll go into options. It's really loud for me, but... my dumbass. Anyways. I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. Okay, audio's good. Thank you. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. Wow! They all fucking think I'm the murderer! So they really are convinced I did it, but... I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But she's dead. But then who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom.
Here we go!
Where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Hey.
Alright, I guess we're stepping into the fucking...
Well then.
Yes, indeed.
Jesus. Alright. Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raised my voice, I tried to give myself courage. I turned, trembling with anticipation, towards the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Oh, jeez. Everyone else was already on the elevator when I finally stepped on. The doors closed and the elevator started to move. I think Kin fell asleep. She's not showing up. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds toward the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes.
Oh.
Rather than that, it's not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment. Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Here we are. You finally arrived. What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close. It's total shit.
Well now.
Okay. Everyone find your assigned seats and sit down.
Yahoo!
Hurry up now, hurry up. We did what he said and found our seats. Except they're not really sitting. They're just kind of standing there. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. God, I fucking hate these trials. They're so stressful, man. And so the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment. A deadly deception. A deadly betrayal. Jesus Christ. A deadly riddle. Oh, God damn it! This is so annoying. A deadly class trial. Alright, here we go. Oh, yes, I do. You know what? We'll just do that one. Alrighty. Let's set some skills first. Melodious voice. Can definitely do that. I don't think I have anything else. Yeah, I don't have anything else, so escape from that. Let's do some pre-trial prep. Yes, we fucking know it's deadly. Like, shut the fuck up. Alright, let's go through our truth bullets one more time, just to see what we have. Alright, so, the victim was Sayaka Maizona. The time of death was estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. The death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen, and her right wrist appears to have been fractured. Okay. There was evidence of a struggle. A number of scratches and gouges on the bed and walls in Makoto's room suggests that. The replica sword. Makoto took this from the gym entryway and put it in his room. The sword was found out of his sheath on the floor in the middle of the room. The sword handle was missing some of the gold coating, as was part of the blade. The sheath, Makoto took this, blah blah blah, it's been scratched. It shows, so it was part of the struggle. Switching rooms. On the night of the murder, Makoto and Sayaka traded rooms and room keys. When the victim was discovered, Makoto's room key was also found in Makoto's room. Sayaka had originally asked Makoto to switch with her when somebody attempted to force their way into her room and she became frightened. Good to know. Toolkit. This had been placed in Makoto's room before he arrived. It remains unopened and there's no evidence of it ever having been used. All the other male students claim that they haven't used theirs either, but still, Makoto's room's cleanliness. Not a single hair was found on the floor at the scene of the crime. In addition, the lint roller shows evidence of being used. Sayaka's right wrist had been fractured and her wrist was glittery at the injury's location. In addition, her hands appeared to be completely clean except for the index finger of her left hand, which has some blood on it. Dying message. We have a series of numbers has been written in blood on Makoto's bathroom wall, 11037. It is assumed that Sayaka wrote these numbers while leaned up against the wall as she lay dying. Bathroom door frame. Makoto's bathroom door was difficult to open due to it not quite fitting with the door frame properly. The only two people who knew this trick to opening it were Makoto, the room's owner, and Sayaka, the victim. Bathroom doorknob. Makoto's bathroom doorknob had been broken. The screws holding it in place had all been partially or completely removed. Dorm nameplates. The nameplates on the doors to Sayaka and Makoto's rooms were apparently switched at some point. The kitchen in the dining hall has a set of kitchen knives. Apparently one of the knives had gone missing. Aoi's account. The knife from the kitchen went missing while Aoi was still in the dining room. Aoi swears that Makoto did not come to the dining hall at any point while she was there. Trash duty. There's apparently a trash room within the school. It's blocked off by a sturdy gate that can only be opened with a trash room key. The incinerator in the trash room can be activated via a switch on the machine. Hifumi was on cleaning duty, and he claims that the last time he saw the incinerator, it was off. However, when Makoto checked it after the incident, the incinerator was in fact on. The distance from the gate to the incinerator is roughly 30 feet. Burnt shirt piece. A piece of burnt clothing was found next to the incinerator in the trash room. It is apparently part of a shirt cuff, and it has a noticeable blood stain on it. Shattered crystal ball. Shards of glass were found next to the incinerator in the trash room. As it turns out, the glass ball would have fit comfortably in the palm of a hurt person's hand. And that's it. That's all the evidence we have. So, I think we are okay. We don't have anything else that we need to do. So, let's finish our preparations and get to this class trial.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Alrighty.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Fuck.
Of course!
Of course.
Okay, then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
That's not gonna work.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
Oh, by the way, Kirigiri's English voice actor is also the voice actress for An in Persona 5. And I didn't realize that until I saw her TikTok on it, and I was like, oh shit, she is! Like, they sound so different!
What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
God, you're so creepy. God, that's so creepy.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started.
Fuck.
First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial
These are so
begin.
stressful to me. I absolutely hate them. But, like, they're so much fun at the same time. Alright. Okay, your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes, because I haven't done this in forever. Okay, as things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim, then fire with the left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. You'll automatically fail! Fuck. Okay, evidence of the struggle.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yes.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
Yes.
In the bathroom.
Yes.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
Yes.
She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, that's wrong. Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Chihiro, it's okay. Ding dong, that's fucking wrong. Ah, Kin's here! Hi, Kin.
Okay, so what's next?
Alright. So what's
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
It fucking is. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Alrighty. Fucking non-stop debate again. Oh! Okay. They're just giving it to me easy.
To kill her.
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach.
Yes.
Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
No, that's wrong.
Break.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Okay, first off, buddy.
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Okay, just because my room was the scene of the crime doesn't mean I'm the killer.
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She sure as heck does. Hello? Hello? She's right, there's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere. I'm just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Yes, because I haven't done this in years. Okay, you can concentrate by holding down the space key. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if the gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest, no need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. Fuck. These are always so stressful for me!
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? You did it in secret. No.
That's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, he is!
Okay, wait.
I love the
hold
voice
on.
actors in this game.
I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Also, the English voice actor for Fukawa is also the English voice actor for Junko. They're like, she plays two characters in this game, basically.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
That's true.
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case!
No accomplices.
Did I say that out loud?
Alright, so now we know. There's no accomplices.
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife? Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall. No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right. But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
Lesbians.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So, I don't think that's a problem.
Don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
First off,
But I'm a girl.
she's a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Dangan Ronpa is a Persona game? Oh my god, it is! It is! Holy shit, we gotta look this up real quick. Hold on. Well, she's had like 3 different fucking actors. Oh my god. Because she has a different actress in the anime. Yes, Hina. No. English voice actor. Yeah, it is Cassandra Leah Morris. Oh my god. But in the anime, it's Felicia Angel, and in the anime, don't be rude. Sakura is a beautiful woman. She really is. She's strong.
Actually, there is one other possibility, right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here? Are you talking about...
Sayaka.
Oh,
She's
shit!
the one who came to the dining hall.
Oh,
and then
shit!
later, she wound up dead.
Well, shit! She must have stolen the fucking knife then. Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was Sayaka.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual.
Don't tell Togami to shut up, are you kidding me?
When
That's
she
my
came into
husband.
the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen.
Yeah, Makoto, you dumbass.
As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'll beat up Togami.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it?
That makes sense.
In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
Yeah, well, shut the fuck up, okay?
What?
What? He did do it after all.
God damn.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying...
These glasses wearing ass. Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Oh fuck! We're doing- oh no! I hate Hangman's Gambit! I hate this! As things advance further in the class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. Okay. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the mouse to aim and then the left mouse button to shoot the desired letters. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, you'll run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. We can't just figure out what that something is. God fucking damn it! I hate this shit. He's going to his mind place. What? Hair! His hair.
Now I understand. understand?
Thank you, Kyoko.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
Bam!
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Had to.
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room?
That makes sense.
It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
He's got a point. You got a point there, Makoto.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No.
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
See? Accurate.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
Why wasn't there?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Then that means...
And that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Oh shit! Kyoko, bring in the facts!
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
No, why would he be the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
Yes.
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Alright.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene?
Oh, the
Sayaka
door!
was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom.
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Are we doing another Hangman's Gambit? This killer struggled to get into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is the object that the killer broke. Boop, ba-doop, boop, 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 boop.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken.
Why would Makoto break his own doorknob? Why would he break his own
See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room?
I mean... Oh, duh!
But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
No. There is.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
It was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Yeah. Okay, from here on out, the number of weak starts will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important because your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright, bathroom door frame.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
That's true.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Yes.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
And finally, the culprit had Sayaka cornered.
No.
To finish the job, they stabbed her with the kitchen knife.
It was you, wasn't it, Makoto? Admit it. We already know the answer.
That's wrong. Alright, let's go over
The
this again.
incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Yes.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Yes.
Then the killer ran after her.
Yes.
And they got into the bathroom.
Yes.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
No, that was wrong. Alright.
Shoot.
I'm a dumbass. I'm a fucking dumbass. Alright.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Okay, she was attacked in the main room.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
No,
that was the right one. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
That's true.
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yep, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door, that's not lucky at all.
It's not.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The nameplate switches. The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime is that they didn't know that it took place in my room.
The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then...
Oof, I almost knocked over my microphone.
Then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
Yeah.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Basically.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
He's got another point.
That is
it's a solid point.
A definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Duh. That's what I've been trying to tell y'all.
Okay, then who did do it?
He's very angry.
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
Alright.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
No, because everybody's gonna still vote for Makoto despite the evidence.
Majority rules? Do you really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
She's so angry. Like, what the fuck?
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Ah, there you go.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
That's not possible at all.
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then... maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka let someone in because... I think it would be switching rooms.
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Okay. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Bum, bum, bum! I mean, she did steal a knife. So.
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
Oh, shit! A note! There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But...
Of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Oh, shit. Then that note, Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
Bruh.
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, What young man could resist?
I thought you were only into 2D.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Uh-huh, sure.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note?
Dun dun dun.
And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
How do you know?
Huh? What makes you say that?
How do you know? How do you know?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Yes.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Guess we're going into a non-stop debate.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room. I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room. Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
No.
So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
Okay. Pretty sure.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
Nope. That was wrong.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room. I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room. Exactly. The room that Makoto...
That was the one. I really need to get the hang of this.
On Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
Bum bum bum!
They got switched?
Yeah, didn't you fucking see it?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
I love how, like, they've just jankily photoshopped the English in instead of the kanji or whatever. That's hilarious.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Yes.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Yep.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right. Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only other person who knew we had switched it. Which would be Sayaka.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
Girl! She be trying to frame you.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably... Whoever she invited over came in and attacked her.
I'm starting to think that's not true, though.
We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
Obviously Sayaka did it, Leon, you fucking idiot. Yeah, Sayaka killed herself, guys. It was a suicide. Then we just have to figure out what happened during the fight.
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Okay, I want your bets, guys. Who do you guys think it is? I want to know what you guys think. Cause I already know who it is. Cause I've watched I've played this game and I've watched the anime and all that. And I know Mike already knows, but like, whatever. I want to know what Kin thinks. You think it's Leon? Oh. Oh. That's an interesting. Okay. Oh yeah, what's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Or someone else.
Is that gold?
Yeah, it's gold.
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room? And what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Okay, let's learn about it. Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your cylinder. No! This always makes me angry because I can never figure out which one is for which. Alright, but just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the Q key to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release the Q key to cycle through each bullet, or you can use the mouse wheel. Okay. By the way, if logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. Oh, thank fucking God. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Well then, good luck and have fun! I hate this game!
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
The person with the sword really did attack first. No.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
No. I'm an idiot.
Shoot!
I'm an idiot.
Fighting broke out. The culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
That's right.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened. When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Okay, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. I don't remember this one.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Oh, okay, that was it.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Ooh.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That makes sense.
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
So Sayaka.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere.
No.
Then they took the knife and
No.
attacked Sayaka before she
That's
knew what
wrong.
was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
No.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Ooh, her hands. Her palms.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle.
That's true.
It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
That's also true.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
I don't think he'd have time.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
No.
No, that's not it at all.
What? Why is her first, like, resort is no, you think I'm ugly? Like, what? There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens to the bathroom. Means the water was off.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Toko, shut up.
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower
Ew!
yet.
She just doesn't shower!
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
Oh my god, they put the smelly people beside each other.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right,
Imagine the
then the one who
fucking
damaged
smell
the
in that
sheath with the
courtroom.
kitchen knife was...
It's an insult. The one who damaged the sheath would have been the one without the sword. Sayaka.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
Well, yeah, she stole it from the fucking kitchen.
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Oh, thank you. Fujisaki, yes. You stupid otaku. Toko has a humiliation kink and it's canon. We've covered this. We know she has it.
And the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Yeah, it was her.
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own. She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in.
Uh-oh.
And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Fujisaki is baby. Baby!
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms...
Oh, she framed you.
...was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
It is.
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates.
It really would.
She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
The look on Leon next to her. He's just like, what?
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky?
It is a little risky.
For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Makoto is a simp. He's like, fuck, my simping is my weakest point. Hello. Welcome to the trial.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation.
Oh, wow.
A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
I'm good. There she is. Who are you more likely to believe? Yeah, exactly.
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Please, I just love everyone. Me too.
Holy
She did.
shit!
Holy shit.
But in the end, her plan backfired.
It certainly did.
She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true!
But it is!
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument.
Uh-oh.
You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it.
Got the fucking face. Come on and hurry up and decide.
Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Thank you, exposition. Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. That's not true! Dying message.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong!
I love how sweaty Leon looks right now.
There still might be one
He's
clue
like
left.
very nervous.
Sayaka's dying message.
Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask,
Leon big shook.
can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
There's no question that her left index finger.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 1103.
Yes, I have played this game before. I played it about 4 years ago. And I'm a very big fan of the series.
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just, look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but... looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Alright, so now we know.
Whoa. You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn it, it's no use. I just don't know. No.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it? I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see.
She wrote down the killer's name. Ken, you were right.
It was shot past card and write on to who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
You turn the message 180 degrees. It should become crystal clear. Alright, we gotta select someone now. Oh. Definitely looks like Leon, so...
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N.
Sweating much, so it's not a very hard decision.
L-E-O-N, or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
Yeah.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result...
Why are you deflecting, dude?
When you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
It's true.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
Man.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto?
I know what you're talking
Leon
about.
tried to get rid.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
Why is this fist so big? Leon, chill.
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Getting exposed.
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing
We're
a
canceling
white
Leon now. Cancel. Yeah.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine.
That's
With just
true.
one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Leon is now canceled. Leon's balls exposed live on stream. He's so mad for what?
I think so.
There's something about it we need to pay attention. How it was disposed of. No, where it was disposed of. No, how it was disposed of.
I got it! If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being on the one on cleaning duty. That's exactly what... Alright.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
That's
no, that's wrong.
It's a good thing I missed that one.
Hold on.
Kirigiri
I
just
think I know
carries
how
them,
someone
yeah.
could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room
It's a good
key.
backstory. Alright, hold on.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
That's not true.
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
I got it!
Threw it.
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw that through a gap in the gate?
Makoto is very cute.
Remember what you said before?
He's not my big fave. Everyone knows my big fave is Togami. But... and Asahina. I love both of them with all my heart. Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off the last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
That is pretty much...
Wait, no, just hold on.
I mean, I know you want to be a rock star, Leon, but you are the ultimate baseball prodigy, so...
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is... I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Why do they even need an incinerator? Well, in Japan, they actually like to burn their garbage. At least some of their garbage.
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear.
Makoto, do this!
And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered. And the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Oh gosh. Yes. Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at missing a section and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh, fuck. Okay, so Act 1. Good lord, okay. No. How scroll through here? Okay, so let's just do these ones first then. Let's go all the way to the very end. Spoiler! So that's there. That seems to go there. That goes there. So this... is here. This goes here. Okay. Oh, shit! Okay. She broke her wrist. And so he couldn't get in, so he started doing that, I think? No. No, that's wrong. That one goes over here. This seems to go here. That's there. Okay, I don't think that's right. This goes here. And then this goes here. I think that's correct.
The killer is you! I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
Alrighty. Reveal your true self. Yeah, this is just Persona, but like, if there were actual murders.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open.
Alright.
What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her.
Stand, Makoto. Mic drop on Leah. Bam!
And with that, all her strength was gone.
And she's dead.
With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there.
Imagine murdering someone. Like, I could never.
The killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt.
Yeah, I like the music too. Good OST.
They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hero's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire.
I'll probably for another hour or so.
Incinerator.
Yeah, I'll probably play for another hour.
The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
This is some anime shit,
Isn't
man.
that right, Leon?
Isn't that right, Leon?
It would appear that Hero simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object!
God, stay mad.
I mean, all of this is just a bunch of
You're so
stupid
angry,
theories.
boy.
You need evidence! Where's the evidence?
We just showed you all the evidence.
Without evidence, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit, and
We
I
showed you
refuse
the
to
evidence.
acknowledge it.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
Oh no. I'm not good at these. They're like, it's like DDR, basically, and I'm terrible at fucking rhythm games. Okay, sometime during class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as the bullet time battle, aka BTB or BTW. Okay. In the next game, it's known as PTA. In the next, like in Dangan Ronpa 2, it's known as a completely different thing. So I'm still thinking PTA in my head, but alright. So match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Press the right mouse button to lock on to an opponent's statement. And destroy the statement you locked with the left mouse as the tempo marker. Oh god. This seems so complicated. And the Vita was just press X. Alright, use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. And do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get into a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. Okay, so watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot will appear. At that point, you can press the left mouse button to shoot it down with a truth bullet like any other statement. Okay. Refute this statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, your influence gauge reaches 0 or you'll run out of time, you'll fail. Well then, good luck and have fun.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
YTD. I don't know what YTTD is. Or maybe I do, I just...
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Okay, here we go.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. Stupid. You lie! Shut up!
Oh shit.
Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid.
You fucked up, boy. You fucked up, boy.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Oh shit. I got an A. A rank. Woohoo! Oh hell yeah, I got 59. Oh, I got a achievement for that. Achiebo! I got a achiebo.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you.
It was at that
Use
moment
it to
that Leon
make
knew
your selection.
he fucked up.
Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Dun dun dun! We won! Vote now on your phone! blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kawada. He's like, what the fuck? You got caught, buddy. Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill her?
But...
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
I didn't have a choice. It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
I killed her
None
first.
of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was a complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just...
unlucky, that's
unlucky.
all.
That's... Hey! Come on!
You expect me to accept my death? Yes. Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, it'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because what if we came up with the real... What if... Wait. Because if what we came up with was really the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her, the video actually had something to do with me. I can't even imagine. Now that we're trapped here with no way out, they're probably waiting for me.
Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends, to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka, I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. She fucked her way to the top. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Aw, see, this is what gets you for simping, man. Stop simping. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know, because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Sold feet pics for fame. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships? She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but on the inside, she descended into pure madness. What did you say?
Phew.
I understand. I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it, everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. But...
That's enough.
That's enough. As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it. Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kawada will receive his punishment.
Punishment?
Yeah, what did you fucking expect?
You mean execution? Wait a second! Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced her way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So...
No, that's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh.
Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? Why? Your precious Sayaka. Everybody knows he was simping. I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him. Swab? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind. Uh-oh, did you awaken your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical and unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. He's got a point there. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyways, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment.
I'm begging you, please, don't do this.
Hey.
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please.
I mean, it's kind of a catch-22 because one of the rules is you have to kill in order to leave. And then the other rule is that you'll die if you get caught. So it's like, it's a catch-22 no matter what.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
Alright.
No, 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 no.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
No!
Alright, here we go. They all have to watch. That's the sad, like sickening part. It's like, yeah, let's just watch him die. Oh, thank you for joining the stream. Well, he's dead now. And they all had to watch that happen. Oh, that's awful. Oh, they get worse, Kin. Don't worry, they get worse. Like, absolutely more worse. And the second game is even worse. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. Yeah, the first death in the second game, yeah. I can't take this.
Take it.
Oh, poor Chihiro. Oh no.
Well,
if you don't like it, All you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. That's only if every single one of you can get on board with that. Feisty redhead pummeled with balls. Oh my god, Mike!
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you all doing this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well...
So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. It just doesn't... I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together. You piece of shit! I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free from the outside world. Being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
That's what everyone is waiting for, after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Well, I gotta take the elevator up and go back and go to bed. Alrighty. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment...
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? Okay. She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like I'm such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility, but I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure if she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? That's I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well, I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Alright. We finished it. Kyoko, you single? I mean, I know your girlfriend just died, but, you single? Alright, to be continued. Woohoo! We got the Despair Bat! Do you want to save the data? Oh, I got an Amiibo! I got an Amiibo! What the? My room is back to normal! The dead body is gone! It's gone. Well, Leon's dead. Time to get some sleep! She really is gone. It's almost like there was never anything there to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence has disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us... Oh, I almost forgot. Since the class trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses.
What are you gonna do?
It's okay. No need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted, smiling faces is thanks enough for me. You know. After all, nobody wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. That can't be good for your health.
Yeah.
I didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka and Junko's deaths. Oh yeah, Junko died. I don't know if Kin knows that. She attacked Monokuma and he basically speared her to death. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream, but I have to accept the reality of it all. I head back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Alright, sorry I'm late.
So,
Hey, are you okay, Makoto?
Listen to me!
You sure took your sweet time! I was just about to go and get you and drag you back here. Sorry. So, what happened? Was your room fixed up like he said? I imagine it would be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom.
Hey, come on.
Jesus, that's fucked up, man. Why would you say something like that? My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. Like, the whole thing never happened.
I see.
Must be tough staying there, knowing what happened. Why don't you just stay in Sayaka's room? Well, staying there with her scent still hanging in the air, that would hurt just as much. He is such a goddamn simp. He's like, her scent would be there, and I ain't about to sniff that. Like, bruh! Plus, I've decided that I can't turn away from her death. Makoto. Hey, cheer up. Getting depressed isn't gonna help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here.
You got it!
So everyone just try and cheer up and get back on track. Alright, is that honestly supposed to make us feel better? Huh? Oh, here's the best part. Tagami and Hina fucking at each other's throats the fucking rest of the game. We were already working together, and yet someone was still murdered. Now that it's happened once, it's a question of when, if not if, the next one takes place. Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move.
Well,
But if we work together against the mastermind, nobody will have any reason to do something like that.
Stop talking.
Keep telling yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world. Working together, fighting a common enemy, like it or not, it's not that simple. What do you mean?
Are you okay with this?
The mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be a well-defended, then modified it to fit their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they're providing for our every need. And the cherry on top is the execution we just witnessed.
Honestly.
Everything has been planned down to the last excruciating detail. This is not the work of your everyday psychopath. Defying them may be too great of a risk.
So then...
Then what are we supposed to do? Anyone who truly does want to escape will just have to follow the rules. In which case, the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game.
No.
What?
No what? I don't want to
can't
live
take
if
it.
it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else.
Huh?
Anyone else? What do you mean?
It's because...
Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's no different from us killing him ourselves.
But...
So,
if we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? Whew. That isn't what you wanted, is it?
So it would seem.
She's right. If you heap that kind of blame on yourself, then you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist. Chihiro, listen. You're not to blame. Not you, not Leon, and not Sayaka. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happened. We had no choice but to vote. I can't even imagine what would have happened to us if we'd refused. And in the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the mastermind. Whew. It's nighttime. Time for sleep. Oh, yeah.
This is a school announcement.
Good night,
It is
Ken.
now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime.
It's nighttime, so I think I'm
Soon
going to end the
doors to
stream as
dining
well.
hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Oh, and one other thing. It was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did.
Oh.
See you, don't see you, see you. That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide. Now pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear. So be well aware of your act. Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone. Okay then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
What was that about just now? Was he saying it's our fault? What happened? That's pretty cruel, man.
Don't fuck with me.
That piece of shit, who does he think he is? And so the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates, Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. But this is just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun. Boy's Life of Despair, Chapter 2. I woke up the next day to Monokuma normal morning announcement, then he called us all to the gym. What's he gonna do to this time? We were practically frozen with fear, but Monokuma was determined to get us involved in his little game. And with that goal in mind, he began it.
Okay, lift your arms up and down.
Alright, hold on a second.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What the fuck?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now reach way up and bend way down. Tighten those muscles. Let's add a little strength, a little speed to those young bodies of yours.
Doesn't this feel just great, being stuck inside like this? You gotta make sure to stay healthy. You're the one keeping us stuck inside. Don't sweat the small stuff. That's my motto. I sounded pretty cool just now, don't you think? Did you just fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Am I just to die in writhing agony for?
So?
Why did you call us here? Certainly it wasn't just to make us exercise. Just to make you exercise? Just to make you exercise?
Hey!
If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry. Now, if you keep doing these exercises, you will uncover the secret of the Assassin's Fist. Passed down from generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness, this power can be yours. That sounds like the kind of junk a middle school would come up with. Doesn't matter, just get to the point. Did you really call us down here just to exercise?
Hey,
Of course not. You think I have that kind of free time on my hands? Okay, so then... I'd like to make an announcement. Every time you overcome a class trial here at Hope's Peak, a whole new world will open up to you.
What the heck?
A whole new world.
You guys!
It'd really suck if you'd have to live here forever with nothing new to stimulate you. Besides, I know how you kids get these days with your ADD and your ADHD. I gotta keep you motivated.
Very nice.
So go ahead, look around all you want. Enjoy the brave new post-trial world till you explode. With that, Monokuma disappeared, leaving us even more confused than when he showed up. But... oh, new worlds.
Could it be...
Is he talking about a way to get outside?
I wonder about that.
That seems unlikely.
Piece of shit!
Well, we don't know till we look.
Hey.
Whatever he meant, it seems we'll have to search the school one more time.
You hear me?
Okay then, let's split up and start investigating. When you're done, everyone meet back up at the dining hall and we'll share what we found. You're basically a one-trick pony, you know that?
Got it!
More like a staple food source. Now let's get moving. Seeing his words as their signal, everyone scattered and left the gym. Alright, let's see. Oh, no. No, that's not the... what was it again? I don't remember. How do we save again? I don't remember. I don't remember. See, this is the problem. This is the problem. How do I save? I'm like pretty sure it was like not tab. Oh, control. No. Alt. No. Shift. No. Z. X. X. It's X. Alright. System. Let us save. We'll just overwrite that one. And I will end the stream. Yes. Alright guys. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming to the stream. You're welcome. I'm glad that we had a bit of fun. I'm glad that I actually got through that trial without having to look up another walkthrough. Because, man, it's been a while since I played that. So, thanks, guys. Have a good night.